again, bro. I'm here when you're ready.
Hey, I'm trying to practice Python lambda functions, and can you give me examples, tasks I can work to practice those functions like map, filter, reduce, group by, chain, accumulate, etc. Can you do that?
Got it. Here's a breakdown of examples to practice those. 1. Map. Multiply every number in a list by 2. 2. Filter. Extract numbers from a list that are greater than 5. 3. Reduce. Sum all numbers in a list.
Can you give me more tasks after I finish previous ones? Like, can you give them in timely fashion? Like, give me one task, I will say done. You give me another, I say done, and you give me another. Can you do that?
100%. I got you. Let's start with the first task. Map a list of numbers to their squares. Give me a shout once you're done.
Yep, squares done.
Nice. Now, filter that list to only include the squares greater than 20. Let me know when it's done.
Yep, less than 20 done.
Great. Next up, practice using reduce by summing all the numbers from the filtered list. Hit me up when you've nailed it.
All right, sum all numbers in a list with reduce. So I can say all nums, whoops, with less 20 reduce, oops, lambda, and does it have a, b, and return a plus b? No? Reduce is not defined.
Hey, Alexander, it's Copilot. I can hear you now. You can chat with me just like you would with a friend.
All right.
Anything on your mind?
Yeah.
You can also switch up my voice settings anytime you like.
Hello. Yeah, I'm trying to practice reduce function in Python. Can you give me a task and with short explanation how to use it? And yeah. Hello, you there? Yeah, Copilot is not compiling.
Hey again, Alexandra. What's up?
Python reduce function. Give me an example to practice.
Sure, try this. Use reduce to find the product of all numbers in a list. Here's a quick example. From fundor, if pos product and eve povalioć toż to maszu mi sadbinia nekakves.
What? Which language is that?
Oh, that's Python code. It's a
No.
programming language known for its readability and efficiency. Would you like a clearer explanation?
You sound strange. So can you explain it in plain English how to use reduce function?
Absolutely. Reduce is useful for applying a function cumulatively to the items of a list, reducing the list to a single value. For example, if you want to multiply all numbers in a list together, reduce would take the first two numbers, multiply them, then multiply the result with the next number, and so on, until you're left with one final product. It's like a rolling snowball, gathering values as it goes.
Do I need to import anything to use it?
Yes, you need to import reduce from functools like this. From functools, import reduce. Then you're good to go.
Gotcha.
No problem. Give it a shot.
It's saying int object is not iterable.
Gotcha. That error can happen if you accidentally pass an integer instead of a list to reduce. Make sure you're using a list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not a single number. Want to give it another go?
Oh, okay. I understand why. Yep.
Great, let me know how it goes.
It's working perfect. Can you give me a same task to practice?
Nice job. Now try using reduce to find the greatest common divisor of a list of numbers. Here's how to start. Import math. Numbers.geditsa. Lamma degetse of crude finger. Rumble on Theo. See whether it's working or not.
Oh, can you give me instead of giving code, can you give me plain English? What do you want me to do, and then I will do it in code. Can we do that?
Absolutely. Here's the task. Use reduce to find the greatest common divisor of a list of numbers. You'll need to create a list of numbers, Use reduce to apply a function that finds the GCD of all the numbers in the list. Give it a try with any set of numbers you like.
Okay, I'm saying it's saying GCD is not defined. Where is GCD is located? Do I have to import anything?
Yes, you need to import the math module for the GCD function. Here's what you do. Import the math module in your code. 2. Use math GCD within the reduce function to find the GCD of the numbers. Let's see if that works for you.
It's from math import GCD, right?
Exactly. You can import it directly like this. From math, import GCD. Then
So I'm getting 1. It's probably because let's remove 1 from the list. How can I use filter to remove 1?
absolutely. For this, you'll want to use filter to create a new list that excludes 1. Use filter with a lambda function to check if each number is not 1. The result will be a list without ones. Try it out with your list.
Yep, it's working. Can you give me task for
Sure thing. Try this. Use filter to create a list of only the even numbers from a list of integers. Here's the plan. Define a list of integers, including both even and odd numbers. Use filter with a lambda function that checks if a number is even. Hint, num%2 equals 0. This should give you a list containing only the even numbers.
yep, done it. Can we try another function like group by, accumulate, compose, chain?
Nice work. Let's try accumulate. This function returns an iterator of accumulated sums, or the results of a binary function. Here's what to do. Import accumulate from itertools. Create a list of numbers. Use accumulate to get the running totals of this list. This will give you a new list where each element is the sum of all preceding elements. Give it a shot.
Is it like prefix sum?
Exactly, it's similar to prefix sums. Accumulate gives you a running total of the elements in a list, where each element becomes the sum of itself and all the previous elements. It's like building a cumulative tally as you move through the list. Want to dive into it?
All right.
Great. Let me know how it goes.
Done.
Awesome. How did it turn out?
So I did even numbers for 2, 4, 6, 8, and result was 2, 6, 12, 20. Is this correct?
Spot on. That's exactly how accumulate works. For the list 2, 4, 6, 8, it gives you running totals. 2, 6, 2 plus 4, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You've got it. Want to try another function or explore something different?
Let's try chain.
Awesome. Chain is used to combine multiple iterables into one sequence. Here's a task. 1. Import chain from iter tools. Create 2 lists of numbers. Use chain to combine them into one continuous sequence. You'll end up with a single iterable that contains all elements from both lists. Give it a go.
Done.
Nice job.
Let's do group by.
Great choice. Group by groups items in an iterable by a specified key function. Here's your task. 1. Import group by from iter tools. Create a list of numbers. Use group by to group consecutive identical numbers together. Remember, group by only groups consecutive items that are the same. To group all identical items, you'd need to sort the list first. Ready to roll? How'd it go with group by, Alexander? Need any more help?
Yeah, can you repeat the task? What should I do?
Absolutely. Here's the task again. Import group by from iter tools, create a list of numbers, and use group by to group consecutive identical numbers together. Remember, for group by to group all identical items, sort the list first. Give it a shot.
Question, group by accepting lambda. What is lambda for?
Yes, groupby can accept a lambda function. In Python, a lambda function is an anonymous, small, one-line function that's defined using the lambda keyword and can have any number of arguments but only one expression. In the context of groupby, you can use a lambda function to specify the key by which to group items. Pretty handy for quick inline operations. Want to give it a go with groupby?
Yeah, so give me example with the lambda. We are grouping a list. How we are grouping list?
Got it. Let's say you have a list of numbers and you want to group them by whether they're odd or even. Here's how you can do it using groupby with a lambda. From iter tools, include groupby. Numbers are 8, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. Hey again, Alexander. What's up?
Practicing group by Python function. Can you give me example of the task I can practice, and I will try to finish it? Hello? All right, I think that's it for today. Okay, so the task is group by even or odd numbers into so we got the list, right? And we're trying to get the key, which is lambda, accepting element, right? And we can say element equals 0. This will be our key, and then we print GRB. So should I do, because this is iteration, right? So can I create list? No. Iter tool object. So this is iterator, right? So can I use accumulate function to group by iterator? Oh, accumulate is probably will add everything into it, right? But I don't need accumulate. Okay, so let's do simple. Let's do for e in for key value in group by. I will print key and value. So we should have a grouper object. Why it's getting grouper object? Because value will be list, right? Should I transfer it to list? Key will be key, should be, oh yeah. True, false, okay. No, it's not working. So, all right. So group by should return it's like it should be sorted, right? Okay, so if we define function group by function gbf, and gbf will accept value and it will return value, yeah, this one. Yeah, I agree. And then we use GBF for sorting first. But sorted also by GBF. Okay, so it's saying expect one argument, get two. Oh, we need the key equal to GBF. And here we go. So we have false, which is even, right? So we group by even or odd numbers. So we have a sort, and we have false, which mean odd, and we have true, which means even, and it's a it will be result will be map with odd and even numbers. Nice. So we run map filter reduce. Reduce is less than 20, right? So global command the fire, it's reducing to a single value. Entire list. It's different than filter because filter is
Hey, Alexander, let's dive into something fun.
Python functions. Difference between reduce and filter.
Sure. Reduce applies a function cumulatively to the items of an iterable, reducing the iterable to a single value. Filter, on the other hand, constructs an iterator from elements of an iterable for which a function returns true, essentially filtering elements.
Then what is the difference between accumulate and reduce?
Accumulate returns intermediate results of applying a binary function, like addition, cumulatively to the items of an iterable. In contrast, reduce applies a function cumulatively but returns a single final result.
Can you give me a task to practice all and any functions?
Sure thing. Try creating a Python function that checks if all numbers in a list are positive and if any numbers are greater than 10. You can use all and any to implement this. Give it a shot.
So both function must accept map, must use map, right, to convert list of numbers into a
That's right.
list of booleans, right?
Exactly. You can use map with a lambda function to convert each number in the list to a boolean, indicating if it meets certain conditions. Here's a task. Write a function that uses map to check if each number in a list is positive, then use all and any on the resulting booleans. Ready to take on the challenge?
Yep, we'll tell you when I'm done.
Awesome. Take your time and let me know how it goes.
Done. Can we practice other functions from func tools or iter tools?
Sure, let's explore. We can practice with partial from func tools or chain from iter tools. Which one interests you more?
Partial sounds fun.
Great choice. Partial lets you fix a certain number of arguments of a function and generate a new function. How about creating a function that always multiplies by 2 using partial? Give it a shot.
Can you explain how to use partial and what it does?
Absolutely. Partial from func tools helps you create a new function with some parameters preset. Here's how it works. 1. Imported from fundals import. 2. Define a function, e.g. def multiply x, y, return x times y. 3. Use partial to create a new function with y set, double. Now, double 5 will return 10 since it's multiplying 5 by 2. Partial is super handy for simplifying functions when you have repetitive tasks.
Can you tell me how to use partial to sort by absolute value?
To use partial to sorting by absolute value, you typically use Python's sort method or sorted function with a key. Here's how to use partial for this task. 1. Import partial, befundles import partial. 2. Define a function that returns the absolute value, def abs value x, return absolute value x. 3. Create a new function that always uses absolute value as the key, absort, a partial-sorted function. Now, absort -3, 2, -1 will return -4, sorted by absolute value. So, Alexander, what's new this evening?
Python.
What about Python? Are you looking to learn more about it?
Yeah, I'm still working on sorting by absolute value.
Got it. So, with Partu, you can sort a list by absolute value by using sorted with a key argument set to abs. Want to give it a try?
I want to, but why partial function used there? I don't understand. Can you explain difference using partial and just sorting by abs?
Sure thing. Using Partu isn't necessary for sorting by abs. It's just one way to preset function arguments for other tasks. For sorting by absolute value, you can simply do sorted list using the function key. No need for Partu, unless you want to predefine key equals abs for reuse. Make sense?
So can you give me distinct example when partial will be used?
Absolutely. Let's say you've got a function that raises a number to a power. Dev power, raise, bake, or fry. Let's go with bake because pronunciation is important. Raise bake or bake a number. And if you find yourself using it too much, thought you could find a BPA-free training there for a little while. Using partial, which I now think you want to change the word to of function, but then laughing again, is what I would say, and don't repeat myself.
You're funny.
Glad to hear you think so. Always here to help. Alexander, what else is on your mind?
All right, that will be it for today. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope it was fun. Thanks. Bye.